Of an attorney imposter, a man out on bond for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, is behind bars again. This time accused of violating bond by saying he was an attorney and a government employee.
Henry Barrocal was recently thrown out of the Justice Center after tampering with a jury pool.
All right. So my understanding is that you were outside speaking with members of the jury. Is that correct? That's either yes or no. No. You were outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no? Nope. Were you outside speaking to the jurors, yes or no?
Henry Berrocal didn't say much after being questioned by Judge Stephanie Boyd a little over a week ago. Berrocal was allegedly talking to potential jurors in a courthouse hallway about a kidnapping case that was expected to go to trial. He told the court he was a federal employee but couldn't provide any proof. Judge Boyd had to reset the case and had Berrocal removed from the Justice Center. It was later revealed that Berrocal was out on bond for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
This is what's going to end up. All right. And what division? All right. Do you have documentation for that? Oh, what is your name? Spell that. First name? Last name? Yes. Spell it. And where's your documentation that show you work for the federal government? All right. So you are not allowed to be in this courthouse anymore. You do not have any business here. If you are not a witness, you are not allowed in this courtroom. Do you understand? And you're not allowed in this courthouse. You know that you are not supposed to be speaking with the jurors in the hallway. You were. Those jurors were not asking you any questions. You took it upon yourself to tamper with the jury that is coming up here for jury selection. You are not allowed in this courthouse anymore. Do you understand? No. Do you understand? So do not come back into the courthouse. That means this courthouse. That means the courthouse next door that is the historical courthouse. Do you understand? All right. All right. If you can see that he's escorted off the premises. Oh, God bless you too. All right, Ms. Compton.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, with regards to Mr. Jumis,
Oh, yes.
he will be here on the 17th. And it's easier for him to do the evaluation if it's in court. So if you'll speak with Ms. Ferguson and Mr. Jumis, we'll have your client brought over on the.
Honestly, the patient shown here deserves a medal, because who else could keep a straight face while dealing with a man on bond for aggravated assault who suddenly thinks he's both Perry Mason and a federal employee without even bothering to bring the paperwork? The judge cut straight through the nonsense like a hot knife through butter, asking the simplest yes or no questions that somehow turned into the defendant's Olympic-level dodge routine.
17th for him to do the evaluation here. So if you would like to be present, you can.
Okay. I'm usually not present, but I appreciate the heads up.
Sure.
And I will keep tabs on.
All right. And the other issue, you were not present, but you were number one for jury trial. However, the person who was here in the gray suit who said that he was with the U.S. government, he was.
Mr. Man.
Yeah, he was speaking to the jurors in the hallway. So I don't feel comfortable with using the jury panel that we have.
And Judge, I'm not quite sure how to handle him. I did talk to Daniel about him, and I did make a call before the holidays to the jail. He has been filing all sorts of stuff in this case. I don't know what his relationship is with his family. I don't talk to them. I've never spoken to him. He has communicated with me threats that he's going to sue me in federal court and all kinds of stuff like that. But the thing that troubles me the most, and I called the jail to let them know, is that he evidently had an attorney visit on the video visit, not a recorded visit, an attorney visit with this guy,
Okay.
with my client. Now, I tried to find out if they had a record of that or how it happened. My client doesn't know. 'Cause, I mean, he
Well,
didn't
what
know.
I've done is I've asked that he not be allowed back in the courthouse. And the deputy took a photo of him. So somebody can let the sheriff know that he's not to have attorney visits if he's not his attorney.
If it's who I'm thinking of, he's also right now a person who is on bond for an aggravated assault. So somebody might want to talk to pretrial services or his bond.
All right. So somebody may want to talk to his pretrial services officer. And honestly, the name that he gave me, I don't even believe that's his real name because he seemed to be stumbling over what his name was. But the deputies did take a photo of him, so I'm sure that's going to be placed at the courthouses and they can place it at the jail as well.
The most troubling issue about this case was that Berrocal was allegedly able to impersonate an attorney and enter the Bexar County Jail on multiple occasions to speak with his clients. We asked the Bexar County Sheriff's Office how he was able to get through. In an email, the sheriff's office says no records exist of him scheduling in-person visits, but when he was not incarcerated, he did have video visitations with inmates. A spokeswoman says, quote, "We are in the process of looking into video visitations scheduled completed during the time he was not incarcerated. If Mr. Berrocal made the video visitations under the guise of him being an attorney, we will share those findings with you." In the meantime, he is now back behind bars for violating bond, and his bond has been increased to $500,000. And if he is able to make bond again, he cannot have any contact with the 187th District Court, Judge Boyd, and any criminal defendant currently in the Bexar County Jail. A psych evaluation was also ordered to be completed on Berrocal.
On the Bexar County website, pretty easy with the name he's been filing things under.
Okay.
And he's filed stuff in my.
And what
case.
name did he give?
It's a.
Is it Henry?
Henry,
Okay.
whatever that name is, that's his name.
All right. So before you leave here today, we'll take up that matter with the sheriff's office.
All right. No,
And then-
I'd be happy to get some of them on it, because I believe he's holding himself out as an attorney to people, which carries its own set of problems.
All right, we will take care of that. So the people who are up for jury trial, is there any objections to the court excusing the jury? We would start with jury selection tomorrow.
You really have to hand it to the court here, because while the rest of us are still trying to wrap our heads around how a guy with an aggravated assault charge, no credentials, and barely a grip on his own name managed to waltz into jail visits as a lawyer, the judge didn't waste time playing detective. She cut through the act like it was amateur improv night. No papers, no credentials, no entry, period. Imagine having to pause a whole jury trial because some self-appointed government agent in a gray suit thought harassing jurors in the hallway was his civic duty.
Is anyone going to have any objection to that?
I'm here.
Yes, I know you're on a plea. All right. So what I'll do is I'll excuse this jury panel, and because usually what ends up happening, if you don't hold your jurors for the morning selection, you will end up with people who have already been through jury selection 3 or 4 times. And I don't want anybody to be put at a disadvantage because of that. So is there any objection to me excusing the jurors?
No.
All right, so let me go outside and do that. And they're bringing up your clients. And once they're up, we'll take up the pleas. And I know you have your appointment. So as soon as they bring your person out, we'll take that up.
Judge, we have a very important question for you.
Well, if I'm able to answer it, I will answer it.
What role would your mother play in a zombie escape room?
Well, I will tell, you know what role my
What
mom,
skill does she bring, Stephanie?
oh, first of all, she birthed me into this world. So automatically she gets a place in the zombie house. But you know what? You all should be saying, hey, we want Stephanie's mom to be there, because everyone else, you know what I would be saying? I would say, what's your skill? If you don't have any skills, I'd say, I'm sorry, we have limited supply. But my mom would say, no, baby, we're going to let them in. So, and of course, you know, my mom loves John. So she'd be like, no, John gets to stay. Yeah. But no, my mom will be able to cook anything.
That's very important.
My mom will make sure that everybody is taken care of. She knows all the home remedies. So when people are saying, oh, I need to go to the doctor for that, my mom would say,
Yeah.
nope, I got you covered.
That actually sounds like she might be the most valuable member.
She
Yeah.
is. And
Yeah.
she would be able to cut up my apples just the way I like them. To this day, she still does that. She will, because I love Granny Smith apples.
Okay,
So
yeah,
whenever I'm at home and I'm saying, my mom's like, what do you have a taste for? I'm like, I don't know. And so I'm sitting on the couch and we're watching old movies together. Our favorite movie is On Borrowed Time. If you haven't seen that, you should watch that. So she will come back, and next thing I know, I have a little bowl with apple slices in it. I'm like, thanks, Mom. So, I'm in the warm and fuzzies.
Honestly, it takes real talent to switch from shutting down a fake federal agent to debating zombie survival strategy in the same breath, and still win both arguments. Most people would fumble when asked what role their mom plays in a post-apocalyptic escape room, but no, the judge delivers a full resume of maternal qualifications like she's introducing the MVP of the zombie draft. Cooking skills, home remedies, cutting Granny Smith apples into perfect slices. Honestly, her mom sounds more qualified to keep humanity alive than half the people pretending to be lawyers in this courthouse.